a few different southern percussion instruments. I've been playing the khanjira, which is a frame drum, for a little bit. It's an instrument that's been used in Indian classical music in southern India for maybe about 150 years at this point. It's a very basic drum that has just one head, it's held in the hand, and essentially has two sounds. Has a closed sound and an open sound. Those are the two sounds that it can make. It's a very, very rudimentary instrument. It's used. This kind of instrument is available in many parts of the world. Like the Middle East has many frame drums. It's a very easy instrument to get started with, but it's incredibly hard to be an expert at it because the instrument only has two sounds. And so your technique has to be extremely good for you to do anything sophisticated. There are some amazing players who just play this instrument. And for a period of time in Indian classical music, this was the main percussion instrument when it first became used in the Carnatic scene. Right here I have the ghatam, which is a pot drum, and in many parts of the world these kinds of pots are used to carry things like rice and water, all that. And it's an adaptation of that that has more metal infused relative to a standard pot, and it has a pretty metallic tone to it. This again, I think this is a pretty ancient instrument and is believed to have been used for thousands of years, at least as far back as there's written documentation it's been used. And then what I have in front of me is the mridangam, and I think there was a presentation earlier as well of the mridangam and one more later. And this is a two-sided drum. This is probably the drum that's used most commonly in Indian classical music concerts these days. And it has a much richer set of tones. So it's an instrument that has low tones, high tones, bass, all the way through to higher frequencies, and it's a pretty versatile instrument. One way to think of it is it's like a very specific configuration of a drum set that has a set of tones that you can use. So I'll be going through these instruments in a short solo today, and I'll also do some vocal percussion, which is called konakol, which is typically sort of used as a way to learn rhythmic patterns, but has also been performed in the past in concerts where there would just be a person in an ensemble whose job it was to just recite rhythmic syllables as part of the concert. Cool, so with that I will get started. And thank you. I also I have a foot tambourine with me, which I'm going to use to keep time, because some of these patterns can get a little complex and maybe hard to follow along, so I'm just going to use that to keep time.
Another big round of applause to the both. Our next performer